down for a quick sec? A little more. A little more. A little more. That's probably good. Hey guys, welcome to the live with Landon that he didn't know he was going to be in. I wanted to show you his very first serious painting that he's been working on for several days, I would say. It is. I'm not going to tell you what it is exactly, but I think it would be cool if in the comments, as people are coming on here, if we could get, if you, I know what it is, but if you could guess what it is. So I'm just going to explain this again when we have a few more people hopping on here. Hello, Karen. Hello, Martha. Hello, Wendy. Oh, come on, you little bugger here. Hello, Amy, Ninja, Susie, and oh, I think that's it. I thought for some reason this was okay. Never mind. I can see there's lots of people, but like only a few people are commenting, and for some reason I thought I was missing something there. But anyways, we got Susie, Pamela, Luz, okay, Sarah, Edicovino, who is making homemade potato salad. Justine, Shell, Scarlett, Wendy, like another Wendy. We got some Wendy's in the house. Kathy, what is that? Read your Darwin. Oh, read your Darwin. Candy Candy01, and Elena. Not my Elena, or that sounds weird. Not the Elena, a different Elena, spelled differently. Heather, Zero Right. Oh, for a second I thought you were Zero M, and I was so excited. I'm still excited for you being here, as well as Barbara and Nancy and Gannon. But there's an old troll, Zero M, which if you read my newspaper, it's in my shorts. You can go back and look at it. We have a picture of Zero M in the newspaper. It's a missing persons ad. Anyway, oh, and Karen, hello, Gina, Tammy. Okay, so we got a few people here. I'm going to show you Landon's first painting, or it's not his first painting, but his first serious painting. He's working quite diligently on it for the last, how many days? 5 days?
Would be my fourth,
fourth day, solid day, or solid session.
Yes.
That he's working on this piece. And it's a fun piece, and I just kind of wanted to show it to you and maybe send you guys over to Landon's Instagram, which is not in the description, but we got Matthew Fox in the house. So if Matthew, if you don't mind posting the link, thank you for moderating, by the way, to Landon's Instagram. I'm plugged in here, so you may...
Tethered?
Yeah. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to briefly unplug. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. And I'm going to plug back in. Sorry about all the jumbliness. Hopefully you're not getting seasick on me. Is that Lando Cali... What? Is that a famous... Yeah, who is that?
You think he's a guy from Star Wars?
Oh, Lando, the freaking...
Guy.
The black guy?
Yeah.
That's... There actually isn't very many.
Why did you build a black guy in the old Star Wars?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't think there's very many black people in the first trilogy. Maybe there is, I don't... And you don't even know what half of them are because they're all in masks and stuff. There could be tons of black people. Okay, I'm just going to hang that up there and hopefully we won't unplug. I'm going to turn you around and I'll have you look at this painting. It's a small painting, but it's got a very obvious dude, I guess. But what is not so obvious is what it is. Of course, Martha here already knows because she's a patron. Or no. I didn't show this on Patreon. She's a follower of Landon on the Instagrams. But she gave the answer. I should have said no spoilers for those who already know, but too late. Give him a sign with his name on it to hold up in front of himself. But anyways, this is, I'm gonna, hold on. I dropped my phone today, so it's broken now. But I think the lens is just a little...
I put a hole in a hole, but I cracked my screen today as well. I had a non-cracked screen for about 6 months, which is a record for a while. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you can see this. It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, got a few.
Smash though. It's not gonna work forever. But anyways, well, again, we got Martha already said what it was, but his beanie or his toque or whatever is not actually a toque. You can probably surmise with the spoiler alert and maybe with your own discernment that his head is a freaking bomb. It's missing the fuse just yet. But I thought of a couple silly names for this painting, but I kind of forget what they are. But does anyone else think they could come up with a name for this painting? Well, let's hear them. But maybe I'll let Landon tell you about what's the inspiration. Actually, you know what's funny? Did you shared this on your Instagram? Right?
I shared the
before.
The before. Yeah.
So he already somewhat decided on a route with this painting, and you can check it out on his Instagram. Which is, what was that? Oh, you're gonna show it. Okay. But his Instagram is "and I make art" for those of you who don't follow him yet. I can see some people here already do follow you. We got Archie in the house today. Very annoying.
This is...
yes. Okay. So, hold on. There we go. So that's what it was. And you can see what it is now at the same time. It was like a mullet. Person.
Yeah, it was a mullet person, I guess. It was just going to be black and white, and then I thought I would do a pop of color.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Nudes. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I see. You're just tilted down. For some reason it's not. It's bleeding out. I must have cracked my
camera screen.
I need a new camera. Or a new... Oh, that's even worse. Hold on, guys. We'll figure this out. Enjoy the view of Landon's toes.
I took a picture of when we were watching Harry Potter and somebody commented that I had hobbit feet. Then she said it was an accident because she thought we were watching the Hobbits. Or the Lord of the Rings.
Who said this?
Exo Stove Moms.
Oh, just a person. What? Why would they even know?
I just posted an Instagram story with a picture of Snape happened to be on saying.
Oh, and your feet were in the picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Matthew, for posting his a link to his Instagram. It's smashing, says Anna. So this is kind of like going to be a pop art type deal, or street art, I should say, type painting. So that's not a real person. That person doesn't exist. That's purely from your mind. Yeah. You've barely even looked at any reference photos. He needed some reference photos because he couldn't do the collarbone. So if you watched his Instagram live yesterday or 2 days ago, maybe, then you saw what they used to be, but now they're a lot better. It's got some good definition going in on there. Yeah. Wow, good job. You really defined those traps, says Candy O. Kathy says she's been following you for a while, and Amy says, "Don't send nudes."
No.
Matthew says, "I started following Lando. I thought I already was. I feel like a heel." It's the bomb. So what did I say? I said explosive mind. No, what did I say? Mind blown.
Mind blown. Yeah.
And I also said I had an idea of him maybe having a cigarette, and it's something that lit the fuse, right? So you'd have the fuse sizzling or whatever. And then I said it could be called smoking kills. I'm seeing a couple people here possibly saying some titles, but maybe they're just saying words. But one person says kaboom. And Matthew says the bomb diggity. And I saw one more. Unabomber. Yeah.
I guess this was slightly inspired by a sketch that I did that I posted a while back on my Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Calm like a bomb.
Calm like a bomb. I don't remember it.
It's like
Pull
a
it up.
happy face. It's a kind of take on the Nirvana smiley face.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm going to yell, hopefully not in your ear. Gina! Gina wouldn't stop barking. Her barking is so irritating. You know the coolest dude, says Allison.
She's got that little dog high-pitched.
Yeah. Where you're just like, well, I don't hit dogs, but, you know. No, I would never hit her, but let it focus. Hold on. Don't. Well, it's really bled out, so you're going to have to follow his... Wow, what the heck? Turn your brightness down a little bit, maybe.
It's too much.
There you go.
Better?
Call him like I do remember it now. And you just did that with pencil crayon.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like a lemon.
He's got a bit of an oval head. It's supposed to be me. You
know, oh, the sleepy eyes.
Sleepy eyes.
Guys, fun fact about Landon. He told me this years ago, but what did I say to you? I said, I'm like, does anyone ever tell you that you always look tired? And then you said that your nickname in college or high school or something was Sleepy.
Was Sleepy, yeah. Can't help it. Eyes have always been this way.
Yeah, you always look like you're blazed or like tired. I thought it was a toilet plunger without the handle. You know, that would be funny, like shithead. Oh, that'd be funny. That would be, yeah, that would work. Kathy says cute. Bombastic, Matthew Fox says. Uta Bomb says joy. Good morning, says Scottish Unicorn. So it's morning over there. Here it's what time is it? It's 10:37, so you can see it's getting dark. The days are getting shorter now, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. The first official day of summer was
a few days ago.
Yeah, it's felt like summer here for
a while.
2 months now.
Yeah, it got hot quick. Started spring off with a Archie, why are you destroying the couch? Started the spring off with a whatchamacallit, a heat wave. Mm-hmm. Not the greatest. Lots of fires.
A bunch of fires, yeah.
But doing okay now. You can't blow my mind because there's no fuse. There's gonna be a fuse. Oh, you got rid of the heart tattoo.
Yeah, I did. I might put a tattoo back on there, but to get the chest and the torso and stuff, it was easier just to paint over it so I could get the signs right. And the heart was super easy to paint, so I could read.
You can do it again. Yeah. So Any other ideas coming to mind about this as you've been painting it?
As far as what to do with it.
Yeah, like what other details, or are you just gonna keep it grayscale on whites and a fuse and that's it? Are you still gonna do any pops of color like you were thinking about when we were watching your Instagram live? Which, by the way, is that still on your Instagram? Did you save it so people can watch it?
No.
Oh,
I
dang.
did not save it.
So you guys are not gonna be able to watch it.
No.
But if you did watch it, then you yeah. There was a few iterations. Did you take any pictures, any progress pictures?
No. It was just Eddie.
So you're
It's still Eddie.
that's his name?
That's his name, yeah.
Okay, so literally nothing between what you have on Instagram and what you have now can be seen because nothing has been saved. But let me explain what it kind of was. So he had the steepest collarbones ever. He had a heart tattoo right here. And you were having trouble with trying to define the different like musculature and shoulders and the traps and stuff, right? Everything was kind of
Out of scale.
yeah, a few different issues were going on. Although I thought it was fine because I thought of this more as again, a street art sort of thing where things can be cartoony and stuff. So I actually didn't mind it the whole time. But you had a little heart here, or like half a heart, let's say, but you could totally tell it was a heart as if it were a tattoo. You had the red lips, which now are obviously gray and undefined yet, but
I would potentially like to do something with the mouth. I just don't know what. Originally, I was thinking of having the fuse come out of the mouth,
right.
being like your words can light the fuse that lights the bomb.
Sure, yeah, okay, yeah. So there's symbolism in it.
So I don't know if I could do them so that they were like sewn shut or stapled shut or somehow. So some implication about the words in the bomb, if I can figure something out for that.
Okay. Okay. That's something that you still want to do, or that's something that you've abandoned?
Something that I still may potentially do.
Okay. Anything gonna go on in the shades?
No, I don't think so. I guess you could do like a reflection of some kind, but I feel like I'll just leave them black. I'll maybe get like some glossier black paint
You know
for
what?
the lens.
Yeah. Instead of painting the glossiness, like how you have like some whatever, you're gonna actually make it like not reflective, but like
Just as
just
shinier.
shinier. And then yeah, there was an artist that I ran into that had like if you looked in the eyes of one of her sculptures, it's like your eyes show up in the eye holes,
Oh,
which was kind of cool. But if you were looking at this, like this is about as tall as me, although that's a small head, so it's not to scale, but you could have it so your eyes reflect in there almost. You could do that. Yeah. A lot of street art is like political or anti-political or whatever. You could do like on Canada, we have like three major parties, not just two, but he only has two eyes. So you could just make it American politics. You could have the elephant and the donkey for the two main political parties that the US basically they just have two parties, right? So you could have like that and then the fuse, and it could be like commentary on like your mind being blown over people voting against their interests in the name of hate, because they hate the other party or they hate certain people or whatever, and then they're just I don't know. You could have something like that. I've always wanted to do like art that has symbolism in it, but I never do.
Yeah.
I mean, I have done a few in a series. Actually, a series that I painted specifically for an art show that you had put on. Those are the ones which I don't have any in here. I'm like looking around, even though I know nothing's in here. I don't even know what's in here. But it was like just some of the. I had like the old man with the glasses, Seeing is believing, I called it, where his glasses were, they had like graffiti in them. And then,
Hand grenade.
oh yeah, the hand grenade, which was a brain, which I titled.
The hand grenade wasn't a brain, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the hand was still holding the grenade, but the hand was detached from anything.
Yeah. They were like Mickey Mouse hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, the grenade was a brain.
Oh.
And I think that was called Mind Blown as well.
Okay.
And which I forgot about that one. There's also, so there's the seeing is believing, where the eyes and his imagination there's coming out of his head are like they match. There's the salty seaman, which was the whale with the sailor tattoos.
Mhm.
There was, of course, the mind blown. There was the static, that's the TV with the, which I'm gonna do more of those, I think. That was so cool. And there was a spaceman where his face screen or whatever you call it, the visor of his helmet was splattery paint.
Mhm.
I can't remember what I called that. I think I sold that last year though, finally, which was nice. But yeah, I've wanted to do paintings that have like symbolism in them, but I don't do that too often. Instead, I paint like picture like here's a shark, and I just don't think there's symbolism to that, which I was saying on your live as well. It just doesn't hold the same weight. It's just a cool picture, but that's it. I've wanted to do that, but then I was like, man, I've kind of painted myself into a corner with painting just like pop culture. So even the shark doesn't really fit. That doesn't really look like a Joshua Alexander painting because I don't really do animals.
Mhm.
But then I think about, for whatever reason, I always think about Damien Hirst. Do you know who that is? Okay, you know Rob?
Yeah.
He looks just like Damien Hirst. Pull up
Okay.
Damien Hirst and tell me if you agree. Give me 1 second as I tell my dogs to stop bothering the neighbors. Hey! Oh, you're barking at the coyotes. Carry on, I guess. Don't want them to getting our chickens. There is a vlog coming up about that, coyotes and chickens. Sort of. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Damien Hirst. Damien Hirst paints,
Oh, yeah.
or he makes, or he envisions. I don't know if he makes every piece. He's like that caliber. I wouldn't call it caliber. That type of artist. I'm not talking shit about him because this is not something I would do, but it is something that artists do, where they have studio artists that paint a lot of the works that they think of, or they make the sculptures or whatever, right? I'm not a huge fan of that, and I'm not sure if he does or does not that. But Damien Hirst, he has like the animals encased in the fluid, the whatever that is. He has uh, what does he call them? They're like these cherry trees. You might actually just call them cherry trees. There's these huge paintings. He does the dot paintings. He does terrible graffiti, in my opinion. These butterfly paintings. Yeah, there's the sheep. And then he's made this sick documentary that you guys need to check out if you haven't. It's called The Search for the Wreck of the Unbelievable, I think it's called. It's on Netflix. It's fantastic. I love it. I love the simplicity and power of Banksy, says Emer. We actually might go to the traveling Banksy show that's coming to Edmonton at some point. We were literally in September. We were literally just talking about this like an hour ago.
There's screening.
I don't know if people can hear you.
Oh, right. They're also screening his 2 documentaries at the Alberta Museum, The Exit Through the Gift Shop and the one where he did the New York guerrilla art drop-offs.
Yes, that was awesome. I watched that on YouTube, I think.
Yeah. That would also be
Banksy makes me want to. Anytime I see a random person selling art for 10 or 15 bucks, it's like an old man on the street. I'm just like, I wonder if this is Banksy. Did I buy this? Will I regret not getting this? Although I am a fan of Banksy's art, like I actually legitimately like it. I'm pretty sure I would recognize it as Banksy's art. Potentially not, but I think I would. But most of the time when I see these folks selling the art and I don't buy it, it's because I don't actually like it. And I'm not seriously thinking it is Banksy. I'm just like, well, I actually like Banksy's art and I don't like this, so I would only be buying it for the 20 bucks or whatever if it was Banksy art, only because it was Banksy.
Yeah.
Just because it'd be so valuable and it also would be cool.
But
But
Banksy will be in Edmonton. He won't say who he is, but he'll just be there. It could be
imagine he's there. Imagine he's there at the time that we're there, and he's just like, walking by. Did I ever tell you my Banksy story? Okay. I think I've told YouTube several times. I know I've said it at least once. And now this could just be nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm not sure. But one time, me and my friend Jolene were at the St. Albert Art Walk, which used to be, the art gallery there right outside Confections?
Yeah.
So that street, they would close, and then they would set up like an art walk, and it was like once a month for 4 or 5 months or something like that. And it wasn't honestly very good at all. I only sold a few pieces there ever. It just, no one knows about it. It's not big. There's only like 15 artists or something like that do it.
Right.
It's an invite sort of thing. Actually, I was invited, which makes me sound important, but I don't think I'm important. I think they just didn't have enough artists, and they probably searched up Edmonton artists or something on Instagram or something. Yeah. But anyway, I'm there. And I'm talking with my friend. No, I'm talking to a potential customer who I think bought my Jughead painting. It was like in the shape of a diamond. So I have this Jughead and this random homeless looking dude. He's like stumbling down the street, right? And then he's like, is this and he has a thick accent. But I don't know of what. And he goes, is this your art? And as he's talking, his accent kind of gets a little easier to understand until it's like, oh, your accent is not like, are you drunk? Like, what is, like, your accent's not an accent. I think it's slurred speech.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's like, is this your art? And then I'm like, but I'm talking to these people and I don't want them to be put off. It just kind of sounds mean, but like he's a homeless dude, I think. Yeah. And I don't want the people I'm dealing with. Like, I have no problem with a person, no matter their status in life, but it's just like, can you not bother me right now, bro? Mm-hmm. And anyway, so I'm like, oh yeah, it's mine. And he's like, oh, I dig it. And I'm like, oh, thank you, man. And then he kind of walks a little bit like further away, and then he's like kind of looking at it. And then I'm talking to these people, and I'm like, oh, that was strange. Mm-hmm. And then he like comes up into my face, and he's like, come here. And he like pulls me off to the side, and he's like, Banksy. And I was like, oh, Banksy? Yeah, I know who Banksy is. And he's like, he's in town.
Really?
And I was like, oh, okay. Weirdo. And then he walks away. And then as he's further down the street, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, what do you mean he's in town?
Yeah.
And I had just watched that Exit Through the Gift Shop. And like the guy who at least plays Banksy on there, I mean, you don't get to see his face or anything, but you can hear his voice. Mm-hmm. And the voice is not the same. Also, he does not look like that guy exactly, but he kind of looks like the other dude, like the guy who's telling us the Mr. Brainwash or whatever. Yeah, he kind of looks like him, sort of, but not exactly either. And I was just thinking,
Am
Oh, sure. Plug it in. Ashley brought out the internet.
The intranet.
Lest I use up all my data. Thank you. I
just plugged it in, so
Perfect. Thank you.
I'll just be able to.
I'll see if it doesn't work good, then I will take it. We'll figure it out. Okay. Treasures from the wreck of the unbelievable. Ah, that's what it was, Martha. Thank you. Yes.
Is that where there's like the big sculptures down in the sea?
Yes.
I've seen that too. That was cool.
It is so cool, especially the way that they tell the story, and then at the end you're like, oh.
Yeah, I bought it the whole time.
Yeah, me too. Even though it was a Damien Hirst production.
Oh, okay.
And
I didn't know who
Yeah.
Damien Hirst was. So.
Oh well, he makes some cool sculptures, or at least comes up with cool sculptures. You guys gotta watch it. I mean, that's kind of a spoiler, but it's still worth watching, even with like full spoilers.
Yeah.
Anyway, so since then, I'm wondering who this guy was. Was he like a? I don't know. But also, I don't know of a Banksy piece. Heard of him coming to Canada at all? And why would he go to St. Albert?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't he go to Calgary or Edmonton?
Unless he was in Edmonton and then was.
He just went to St. Albert, took the St. Albert bus, and he's like, "Oh, let's see where this goes."
Yeah.
There are some historic buildings and stuff down there, which he seems to. Well, I mean, everything in England is historic, basically, or over there. I don't even know if he's from where he's from exactly, but overseas in general, lots of oldness there. There's not such old buildings here because we're a young country, so to speak. But maybe he's attracted to older buildings, or maybe he's not. I don't know. Maybe he's just like, well, this is a perfect place to do this. Especially lots of his things are like, if there's like a hole in the wall, then he'll put a piece that like that uses the hole in the wall or whatever.
Those are always cool, like the chalk artists that do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that's my Banksy story. It's not much of a Banksy story because I can't say anything beyond that because I have no idea. But it's still cool to me.
It is cool. Yeah.
It could have been him, or it could have been like it could have been someone who knows him. Yeah, like who like he's so like high profile now. He probably has to be a different kind of careful than what he had to be in the beginning.
Yeah.
And like, did he start off not wanting to get caught because it's illegal to do graffiti where he's at? Well, it's probably illegal everywhere, but or you know, something just to keep him out of jail or to keep him out of trouble or whatever, and then it turned into like, wow, my art is becoming valuable and I don't believe in art that way. Or is he like, oh, it's a game now?
Yeah.
Like, who knows why he doesn't want people to know.
I do like his guerrilla art style. At some point it's gonna happen. We're gonna do a guerrilla art piece. We're gonna build something cool and we're just gonna go drop it off.
Yeah, I do want to do that, but everyone will know because I'm going to vlog it.
Okay.
Well,
after though, they'll know after.
They'll know after, yeah.
At the time when you drop it off, then you can vlog people's reaction blindly.
You know what I think would be cool? So, you know, like QR codes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that could be a perfect way to get people to, like, follow your Instagram or your YouTube or whatever. Mm-hmm. If you just put that near the piece or whatever, or maybe not even near, just somewhere, and then people can go find, like, a treasure hunt, a secondary piece to the piece that they see there, and like maybe it'll make more sense. I don't know. There's a few places in town, like in Edmonton, even St. Albert, Calgary, probably other places, even Spruce Grove, where we could just put a statue or a whatever you want to call it, just somewhere, and it will look like it was commissioned by the city or placed there by the city.
Put it on a park.
And it might take a while before the city goes, what the heck is this?
Yeah, well, especially did it on like a Saturday morning. so that you at least have the weekend. Maybe Monday morning, city staff would be like, "What the hell is this?" But
Yeah.
if you did it on a Saturday morning, it could be there for the weekend.
Or even Friday evening.
Yeah.
Right after business hours, after 3 o'clock, or maybe 5 o'clock to be safe.
Yeah.
And then what do you think we should do, guys? Should we build a
monolith?
A monolith? That's been done twice, but that is cool.
We can make it cool. Does a monolith have to be a metal thing to be a monolith?
I don't know. What's the one in Washington?
The only ones I've heard of were just like stainless steel boxes or tubes, basically.
Yeah, but like that giant one that's across from. Is it the White House? I don't know. Like that giant.
Oh, I don't know what that's called.
I forget what it's called.
It's like.
What is it called, guys? What's the? Oh,
it's
Amy's leaving.
A stone of some kind.
You know what? Matthew would know. Matthew, what's the freaking?
The monument. What the heck is that thing called?
Oh, I think it's called the something monument. Here I was watching video 222 while you go on live. Well, thanks for watching. Josh should laser print his QR code on spoons and then randomly hand them out or leaves them in random places. Oh, that's a good idea. It's 6 a.m. I'm not yawning for a change. 6 a.m. I would be. I need to F off. Take care, everyone. Stay fancy. I guess we born. Oh, because you're yawning.
I'm yawning,
What's the what? The in Washington. I think it's in Washington. I believe it's across like that square lake or rectangle lake.
Mm-hmm.
That's across from like the White House or maybe not the White House, but
I think it's the White House or Abe Lincoln, whatever he sits in.
Oh, I think the Abe Lincoln, the giant Abe Lincoln is there. But what's the thing that everyone thinks is the White House, but it's not?
The big white tower with a little pyramid on top.
Yeah, that's the monolith thing that I'm talking about. But what's the?
Oh, I thought that's what you were asking.
No, the Washington Monument. Jesus, that was so easy. The Washington Monument. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so that monolith is. I mean, I think it's stone, is it not? I don't think it's metal. So they don't. The point is, I don't think they'll have to be metal, which is what you asked.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cool as if we made something like you know, like the Wall Street Bull.
Mm-hmm.
We could
Animals are always good.
Yeah, and they're more likely to be accepted.
Yeah.
And not taken away. We just have to make sure that if someone climbs on it, they won't get cut or something if we make it out of metal. Like that one's probably made out of like bronze or something.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. But did you know that actually used to be a symbol like against Wall Street, I believe? Like it used to be like an FU to capitalism, I think. Or something. But I don't know. What did a scrub and sounds more like what? It's made out of stone. What did a scrub? Oh. Well, I took that comment away. You have the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Monument. The Lincoln Monument. I mean, Lincoln was a big ass dude, if that's the scale.
That would be cool to see. That thing looks pretty cool in pictures. Though.
It does. Like you can like sit in his lap. He'd be a good Santa. But anyway, are you going to continue working on that? Shall we show the people the process of he uses a tiny brush and he just
I think I'm about done.
picks away. Oh, I stole his time. My bad. I wanted you guys to see it though because I think it'll be a cool piece.
It's coming along. I like it.
I like it too.
We'll have to we should do the moose thing we wanted to make.
The moose?
Yeah. For our drop off trailer. Should do a big moose.
Did I want to do a moose? Oh, I wanted to do a life-size moose to put out here, yeah.
Yeah. Or if we make it in pieces.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like it's gonna be if it's made out of steel, it's gonna be heavy as heck. And I feel like just so that it doesn't become like there'll probably be a legal issue where it'll be considered like vandalism or something, or
Yeah.
public nuisance or something like
It
that.
won't be able to be there permanently, so I'll have to do
Yeah, I don't mind getting in trouble for that or getting fined for that, but I don't want someone to like slice their what is this femoral artery
Mhm.
by climbing up on it, and there's a jagged piece of steel up there. So I got to make it so it's smooth and
Or
like
a combination of wood and steel.
yeah. Oh, why not make it all out of toothpicks? Yeah, we could make it out of wood and steel. Would it be true to form, or would it just be abstract?
So you make like the rib cage out of branches
Oh
that
yeah,
curve.
yeah,
And
yeah.
a solid spine.
Have you seen the I guess it would be driftwood. The driftwood sculptures. People make horses and all sorts of things out of them. Man, they're so cool. There's this guy Jeffro. I think it's Jeffro. Grab your phone for a quick second. Go to Instagram. Go to Jeffro. Frank, I don't even know what it is. He's a fantastic sculpturalist. Jeff Rowe, yeah. Jeff Rowe. I don't know how to. Oh, this guy. This is the first guy. So click on.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool, but that's not as cool as some of his other ones. He's like made full on. Look at that.
Oh, I like the full size horse. That's very cool. So yeah, something like that.
That would be
You
cool.
obviously wouldn't have all that driftwood, but
Look at that, guys.
could do that kind of idea, but mixed. You know, some natural wood, some like scrap milled wood, some metal.
Some pop cans, you know.
Pumpkins, sure. A little bit of everything.
Look at that freaking orca. I think I'm gonna like that for Landon. Fantastic. You should follow him. Now you're following him. And everyone else follow him. His Instagram is JEFFROUITTO. I bet you his name is Jeff Ruto. It's not Jeffro, because Jeffro's not a freaking name.
Fruity.
Or fruit. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Look
that's
at-
cool.
Look at this freaking. Look at this rhino head, guys. Incredible. Anyways. Oh, Matthew's leaving. I have to run. I have to moderate a toy auction. Have a good night, everyone. All right. Thank you, Matthew, for hanging out. We're going to go to. Is that the dollar store Ted Kaczynski wanted poster? I don't. What the heck? Dollar store? Let's look this up. What? Is there such thing? I mean, obviously, this guy always makes jokes, but let's look at Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. Let's see what he looks like.
The sunglasses. Definitely looks like
Dude, that guy looks like he. Well, he looked nothing like that, though, but so he's obviously just joking.
There's a picture of him with his sunglasses on, though, and his hood up. If I remember correctly.
This?
Yes, that, yeah.
And that's the dollar store version? I think yours is better than this.
I think that's like the sketch that the FBI put out.
And that's how they caught him?
I don't know how they got it, but I think that's what.
Dude, give him a rat
that's what I was
stash and they
talking
might look
about.
similar. Well, Glenn thinks you have dollar store quality art, so make sure you never sell to him.
Okay.
Make it all out of silverware. Oh, that would be difficult. Also, it would be broken if someone climbed that. You got to make it. Oh, maybe wood would not be a good idea either. You have to make it person proof because someone's gonna climb on it.
Yeah, you just have to make it sturdy enough.
You know what? Let's make a Trojan horse.
A Trojan horse. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
A Trojan moose.
Oh yeah, because Canada. And a Trojan beaver. In Ireland, we dish our statues. Molly Malone equals the tart with the cart. Anna LaFay equals the Flusy in the jacuzzi. James Joyce equals the prick with the stick. We dish our statues, like nickname them? Or what does that mean? Thanks for the late night live, guys. I have a jewelry show this weekend, so I have to get some rest. Good night. See you later, Candy. Is Landon growing his hair longer again? Has he been reminded by yours how good it looks?
No, I booked a haircut today, actually.
Well, there's your answer. No Tom Petty vibes coming back. Anyways, I think we're going to go now. Thanks for hanging out. Please go check out Landon's Instagram. It's called
Thanks, everybody.
And I Make Art. How many do you have right now? How many subscribers? How many followers? No, the art's not dollar store. The mug is.
219.
Oh, the face looks dollar store-ish.
Yeah,
As
the
in-
sunglasses. I can see where you're coming from, Gary?
Glenn.
Sorry.
Glenn. Yeah. How many do you have? Sorry.
219.
That's it? Okay, guys, let's get them up to at least 1,000. I don't know how many people are going to watch this in the end, but please, if you have Instagram.
I haven't been posting very much, but that will change.
That'll change because he's going to start painting.
Yeah.
And so...
And soon, other things are happening, but I still can't quite talk about it.
Can't talk about it, but it's awesome. No one guessed in the comments. But, yeah. And also, oh, you can, I was going to show you. There's some progress outside, but you can't see because it's dark out now. But anyways, I will let you guys go. Make sure you follow Landon and I Make Art on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. Then you can see what this used to look like. It used to look hilarious. I think it looks a lot better, and the concept is cool. It'll have some meaning to it, some commentary built in. Obviously,
I like having plays on words or plays.
Mm-hmm. And just plays in general.
Yeah.
Because his daughter is in lots of plays. That was a stupid joke. Didn't even work. Okay, good night. See you later.